Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Tight end goes in motion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Finds room at the 30. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. Back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He fires this throw, and it's intercepted. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Well, Chris, this was my big fear for this offense coming into this game, and here we see it on the opening drive, taking a chance, trying to make a play, but you can't do that against these guys. One of the top pass defenses in the country steps in front of it to give their own offense a really good chance to put points on the board.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Hands off to the left. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time, or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. You'd be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Looking for a gap. It's Stewart. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas. And now to try here for the extra point. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes a quick catch. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. The quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Tackle, but first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Snags the quick throw. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lane.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Strong gain by this quarterback.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Kansas offense is back out there now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Breaking free at midfield. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The shotgun running play call. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 25. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. And he drops back in the gun. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, doesn't it have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last is going to be the offense and the guy that has a chance to win this game? Maybe going back and forth all game.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Looking right, this one caught. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
A new set of downs after that completion. The quarterback will throw this out of the RPO.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You've got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. And this is off the side of the foot. And the punt heads out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 45. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Uses the spin move. He's loose. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football and where it was heading. Secondary coaches got to be proud.
Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Looks right for a quick completion. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Boy, the tight end here just gets lost in coverage. Quarterback does a good job of kind of working through his progressions. He sees that tight end. His eyes light up. Makes a great throw and a big gain for this offense.
And the Jayhawks with 1st and 10 here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the 1st half. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. Here's the point after attempt. And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to scramble. They'll try a pass here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's brought down there.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Finds his man. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. The Panthers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, almost intercepted again. Had a chance for his 2nd. Pitt couldn't quite hold on. It's going to be 2nd down.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. And he'll set up to throw. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Receiver makes the catch. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Pitt.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the PAT is good. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Just 12 seconds remaining in the 1st half as they line up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the 1st half of play. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Panthers will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. And they get the 2nd half started with the running play.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Close to the tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Handing off on the draw play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
The game makes it second and medium. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught quickly. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
That short completion sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made after a big gain. The Jayhawks pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And they will claim the second half lead. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looks like he's going to run it.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Pitt has moved into the red zone. It's a shotgun run call. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made on the right side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Kansas offense is back out there now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Looking for the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That run is incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. Line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy. And the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. They'll spot the ball near midfield at the +49.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
The Jayhawks pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense comes to the line for 3rd down off the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Kansas. It was a foot race and he won it. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? To start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The offense really clicking here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. A short completion to the tight end. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pressure is coming. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. And this time it's complete. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Here's the target, and it's complete. Oh, look out, the football is free. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. They begin with a quick throw to the left. They stop him, but it's a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They'll stop with the 34. That will be a first down.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter. Critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. They make their stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, and he almost had it. A chance for a momentum-changing interception. Does bring up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Panthers' offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Oh, and he fumbles. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
First down and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Trying to extend the play. Gets rid of it on the move. And he throws his third interception of the day.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
He's running out of time here. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, third and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's the throw deep downfield. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. That's a massive play. Loose ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
Pitt now operating in the red zone. First down, looking to throw the football. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Chris, after this last play, he's now over 400 yards passing on the day. Are you kidding me?
And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second and goal for the offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He's swarmed by the defense. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
I don't mind the call they're running the football to try to get that into the end zone. They come up short, and now we got a critical moment here in the 4th quarter. It's 4th and goal. A touchdown gives you the lead. Field goal really doesn't help you. They've got to find a way to get the ball into the end zone.
And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
I mean, that's as safe a call as you can make, right? Just have that quarterback get behind that big offensive line and push, but he wasn't able to get past the line that they needed for the first down.
Here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Second down play coming up. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12. They become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here.